Hello, hello, and welcome to the Tessa-Marie show. How are you this evening? Here you are. Hello, hello, Dawn. I hope you have questions. Put it in the question box. Hello, hello, everybody. So here you are, everyone, and welcome to the Tessa-Marie show. So tonight is Friday night. We're going to have fun. So the idea was that we were going to have questions tonight. So I'm waiting to see what wonderful questions you guys sent out to me. Let me see what you're saying. So I'll get you later. I'll take you on later, Tyrone. So tonight, it's the Tessa-Marie show. And we're going to have some fun. It's Friday night. And everything is going to be absolutely wonderful. So have a wonderful... Hi, Yoko. Hi, Donato. Hello, everybody, and welcome. So it's Friday night. I'm looking to see how many questions is in the question box and if I can answer them. So I will start with that. Tyrone, I'll get you after. I'll bring you on after because it will be fun to talk to you. So let's see what questions we have. Where has been your favorite place to travel? That's okay. So that's one. So hi, Ali. How are you? How are you guys? How is everybody? So anyway, where has been my favorite place to travel? That is one of that. My favorite place to travel. Oh God, so many places in the world are favorite. Everywhere is a favorite place. Not really. Every place has something different. India was right up there because I wanted to go to be on the Ganges. You study the Ganges, you hear so much about the magnificent Ganges that starts in the Himalayas and goes all the way down, to the sea, to the Mediterranean Ocean, all the way down there to the Indian Ocean. So I wanted to sail on it. I wanted to be on the Ganges. I wanted to feel the water. I just wanted to be in India. I like the smells of the food. I like the idea of the deities and their gods and how they worship them. And the shrines are everywhere. Especially the Hindu gods, there's so many of them. When I went to India, I wore a long dress because it was hot. But I wanted to respect the places I was going to. So I didn't wear shorts, I didn't wear stuff. I honor the customs of the countries when I visit them. And I think it's only fair to do that. So I went into a Hindu temple and the man came up to me. I can't remember what is the name he said to me. You remind me of, what is it, Kali? A goddess called Kali, a god, whatever. And apparently, she was a warrior. And I go, oh, wow. And I said, why? He said, because of your height and stuff like that. So anyway, that was funny. That was interesting because I had to find out about that goddess. And when I found out about it, a lot of her, when they talk about how she fought for Shiva and all of that stuff, was very, because I'm a really loyal friend. Like if I have a friend, I'll do anything for my friend. And I will not betray my friend, no matter what. And I'm really loyal to that. So some of those traits she had, the determination in what she did, it was nice. I could see that, some of those traits. So it was funny and it was enjoyable and it's nice. And then people started taking pictures of me. And a lady on the tour said to me, people are taking pictures of you. And I go, no, not really. And yes, they were. So it was a funny experience, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. And then when I went to Peru, I had to go up in Machu Picchu. I had to go up that. I had to be there. And because my dad and my brothers are in architecture and stonemason and all those type of things, I was fascinated with these stones that were placed together thousands of years ago, and they didn't have any mortar to keep them in place, and there was nothing shook them. And how they shaped their doors, like our doors are straight, theirs open up like an A, so it stands like that. So it shifts with the volcano, the eruptions of the volcano, the movement of the earth. So these things were able to last all these centuries. So, and then going up there and feeling the difference of your breathing as you're going up the altitude, it's stunning. It's almost euphoric. I had no trouble with it. One of the things I've always done is prepare myself mentally. Hi, Rosie. When I'm going out to do something, like if I'm going somewhere, I study what's happening, and they said you could get altitude sickness, but then you had to do this. So I did what they said. They got us to chew the coca leaves, and stuff like that, and drank water. So I went up. There was only one man from Australia and myself who made it up to the top out of 27 people. All the way to the top. 4 days, we slept in tents. It was magnificent. The view is to die for, the air. Everything in Peru was nice. Lima, the sun never shines in Lima because the Pacific Ocean causes that thing like a film, and the clouds stay above it, and then the rain doesn't come through. So it has that hazy thing all the time, but it's warm. And then the Alps. I love going to Switzerland. I love Geneva. I that is a lovely city. I love Geneva. Lausanne is also nice. But when I went and I did the Alps, we went from Switzerland to France, from France in the gondola across the mountain, and then we went to Italy. So we had dinner in Italy, lunch in France, breakfast in Switzerland, all in the day, but it started really early. And then going up on the tram cars, I liked it, but I maybe went into a contemplative mood. And when I was contemplating, I felt like, so I can have this experience, they literally ripped the mountain. That's how I saw it. That's how I felt. And I'm standing there and I'm watching, I am going straight up parallel with this mountain, with Mont Blanc. And they have these big bolts and stuff for the tram car to go, and it's like they press it into the mountain. And that really bothered me. It's so funny. And I'm saying, look at how they destroy this so I can see it. I didn't mean only me, but so the world can see up there. And then curiously, the guy was in a talkative mood, so I asked him in French, if the snow is less on the Alps. He said, a lot less. I said, what about Mont Blanc? He said, oh yeah. But you could see, if you had ever been in Switzerland, you would see the difference. So yes, so when they do things to what God created or nature or whoever, the Big Bang, whatever you want to believe, and they do that so that there's money made and then we get the experience. It's really hard. It's really a hard thing to see if you're looking at it from the way I look at things. And it bothered me, but I realized it had to be done. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the experience. So that was not, that's how I travel. I look at things like that. And then, where else? I liked Australia. I love Tahiti. Tahiti reminded me of Dominica. The terrain is about the same. The flora and the fauna is the same. Australia was just so magnificently different. I did the bridge. I did the bridge in Sydney, and that was a good experience too. That was funny because you're standing on a platform that's 36 inches wide, and the subway is below you, and as you're climbing up, one limb has to be somewhere. So either your hand is holding and one foot on. You cannot have anything off, and it's shaking like this. And then you go up across the bridge to the other side, and you come down the same way. So those things were good. I love traveling. And everywhere I've gone, I've enjoyed it. I only do things that I get fun out of it. So that's what happened. So anymore, let me check the other questions. I picked some off already. So, where has been your, okay. Did you get your green dust on your travels? And did you have the other career interests? Okay, that I can answer. So, the Green Duster has a history. I was in Vegas, and they had it, and the woman said that she said they have a raffle, and if you can feel the fabric and tell us what type of silk it is, because there's man-made silk and there's silk from the earthworm, and the silk from the earthworms have a very fine, unusual thread that's going through it. So I studied fashion at George Brown, and George Brown did fashion design, and you had to do fabric, and that's how I knew. So I said this one, and I kind of walked away, and I just went. She said, "You put your name," and then your room number, and then I won because I said, so I don't know how much it costs, and that's where I got it. So I got it in Vegas. It's quite pretty at the back too. So anyway, so it's fun to be, I'm going to write in the garden in the summer. I'll give my neighbors are accustomed to that, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, and then did I have any other career besides finance? Did you get your, okay. Haha, okay, that one is good. Did you have other career interest besides finance? Yeah, I had businesses. I studied fashion design. Here's my diploma. I studied fashion design, creative fashion design. So it's not only fashion design, it's creative fashion design. It came in handy when the children were smaller, so I could stay home and design and sew, and I was still a mom and did the mom things. And then I went to work at the bank. So I did do fashion. I do a lot. I can draw. I can paint. I can do all those things. I just can't do them. So it's easy, like crocheting and knitting and darning. I used to make all my husband's shirts because I did creative fashion design. So I can throw things together. When I see a fabric, I see the design, not of the fabric, what I can create with the fabric. Similar to what I do with words. When I see a word, I can see what I can create with the word. So when I see a piece of fabric, instantly, I know what to do with it. I don't know why. It doesn't matter if it has designs, if it doesn't have a design, but I know exactly what I can do with it. And the same thing with word. If I see a word, I know what I should do with that word. So that's what makes that very interesting. My favorite place to visit was the fjords in the waters, maybe. I like Tahiti. I like Bora Bora. And there was a place called Madeira. And I swam with what you call that thing at the point? I had pictures of me sitting in the water. I had to move on, well, I would have chains, right? So it was dazzling them, and I had to take it away. The Australian man got killed by that. I forgot his name. Anyway, so you hold it in the water and it looks at you. So I did that. I love trying things that are different. So that was very interesting because it was just after he died from that. This is a stingray that, anyway, you know what I mean. So that was it. So, and I think that was on the 4, my favorite place to visit. I think that was the other one. Oh, there is more. Okay. Funniest moment. Were you inspired by Coco Chanel? Yes. Coco Chanel, yeah, I was inspired by her because of her story. My girlfriend Corinne and I read a book about her, and I love clothes. My mom was designed, she was always nicely dressed. And it's funny, my sister who lived in France, she wore Chanel from top to bottom. She was 6 foot of heels like this. Yet, our younger sister don't dresses it, but she does not wear much makeup. I wear makeup. Marina wore a lot more makeup than I did. She was taller and thinner than I am. Dawn is taller, so I'm the shortest of the girls. But I do wear makeup. I have always worn makeup. I love makeup. I love fooling around with clothes and fabrics and tying things and twisting things and fitting them around. And I don't care what people think. It doesn't matter to me. So, so it's nice. None of us do. It's funny. None of us do in my family. Let me see your other question. All these questions, amazing. That's from Donado. My most memorable moment traveling and the favorite place. I'll tell you about that. Where did you meet? I met my husband in Montreal, Canada. And my favorite place with my husband was in Australia. There was a stone this governor carved into and facing the harbor. He had his slaves do it. And we sat in it, and that picture is near and dear to me. It's really a sweet picture of the two of us together in Australia. Although we had other people with us, but it was nice. That's a nice memory of the two of us together. So I like that. Men Montreal, your most memorable moment traveling and favorite place. Did you get your green? That's I answered. Funniest moment. My funniest moment traveling is on Australia when the cobra. I put it around my neck and it woke up. And everybody started laughing. And it went and it looked at me and it went, ah. But that was funny. And they all laughed. And the Tasmanian devil was angry at me because I went to its cage. And the sloth was just lying there. So Australia, where you went to see all these unusual animals. I had kangaroo and alligator in Australia. So that was nice. So that's a lot about the traveling. So let me see what else you guys have there. You okay, I think I have them all, yeah? Bucket list. What time I wake up? I wake up at 5 every morning. And I don't have anything. A bucket list is a lot of nonsense. You do what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you put anything on the list. You go with the flow. When something comes up, you go for it. So you don't have to have a bucket. I don't believe in a bucket list. If in case it wasn't COVID, I was going to go to Ireland. And then I wanted to go to Moscow. That was going to be iffy. But anyway. So yeah, I don't have a bucket list. I do whatever I want and whenever I want. So it's a little bit different. I'll come back to this question. But Lisa asked me, why do you dress up when you're not leaving your home? Well, Lisa, I dress up and I'm not leaving my home because I love dressing up. I was brought up to dress up first thing in the morning. Not dress up like this. We couldn't come down to dinner, up to breakfast, without having been dressed for the day. So it was just a habit my mom instilled in us. We had to have our hair comb and our clothes on to leave our bedroom to come downstairs or come to the living room. So that is just embedded in me. I don't know no other way. I'm always dressed up. I always wear whatever. When I worked, I had levels of clothing. So I had clothes for going out and clothes for going at home, clothes for work, clothes for this, clothes for that. But that all got muddled up since I retired. So I just wear whatever I want whenever I want. Yeah, so that's what I do. Why did you study finance if you enjoy dressing up so much? I studied both. I studied fashion design. I could sew, but I wanted to make it so it looked like somebody made it in a factory. So I could sew. I have the industrial machines downstairs, and I do use them. So I always did know how to sew. But I wanted to make a suit to go to work that you wouldn't know that whether I bought it on Fifth Avenue. And my sister Dawn and I would go to the expensive stores in Toronto. She would put the dress inside out in the dressing room and I would sketch it. And then we would go to the fabric store and get fabric to make it. So, and we would make that dress, copy the dresses from them. So we did a lot of that. Yeah, that's what we did. So yeah, I did do fashion design so I could stay home and be a mom for a time. And then I started making the clothes to go to the bank. So I would sew all day Saturday, have a couple suits made and have it steamed. I have the machines and the irons, and it looked like a suit you bought in the store. So there was one branch where I worked, and there was a gentleman there, and he kept coming. And one day somebody said, "You're here every week." He said, "Yeah, I'm coming to see what Tessa-Marie's wearing." And I didn't care. I guess I'm a peacock. I do take that. So anyway, where is your favorite place to shop for your clothes? I don't shop for my clothes. Most of them I make. I shop fabric. I go to the East Indian stores. They have colorful fabrics and they're different. The fabric store. And then it wouldn't be seen by somebody in my circle because they wouldn't go there. So when I make a blouse or I make a top or I make some wrap skirt or pants, nobody else would have it. And sometimes I'll go to the X and I'll look at the styles there that they make and I'll buy something there that nobody has. So the exhibition in Toronto is big and I'll go into the Better Living Center to look at designs and buy things from there because nobody has them. I love shoes and my shoes are all funky. I get them from either Australia or China. I order my shoes so that I get, because I believe your shoe can be a statement. Like if I wore this black jumper, I would put a smashing color of shoes. I would get the belt to match the shoes, almost. I'd pick up one color from the shoe and I'd make a sash with it. And I would not wear, like you see, I have less jewelry tonight because this has this. So things like that I can do. So the shoe has to speak. So there's a time, the only piece of accessory you need is your shoe. And your shoe has to speak. So on Sunday, excuse me, Yoko and I will talk a little about your feet. And so your shoes should always be comfortable because your feet is what makes you stand on your hip, right? So these are the things the nuns taught us at the school. They gave us the big Bible. We had to put it on our heads and we had to walk and balance it and keep our shoulders back like this. So it was a lot of fun. And we had to walk like a lady. So when you walk like a lady, you go toe to heel. You don't just put your foot on the ground. So if you see me walking, you'll notice my feet almost like it rolls. So you go to a heel to toe, sorry. And if you're wearing high heels, you can stand like, even I can stand like this for 10 minutes on my toes because that was what you were trained to do. So your shoulder is always back, your head like this, and this book on your head, and you go up the stairs and come back down, and you had to keep your hips straight. And when you walk, you don't swing your hands like this. You swing your hands from your elbow has to touch your hip and shoulders back. So when you walk, you swing. So just a little. So the nuns taught you that. And then they took you, and you had to know how to enter a room. So when you enter a room, you had to be able to see the room, but don't move your body, move your eye. So those things are ingrained in you, and you just do that. So your eye, and when you sit, your knees has to be together. You never sit with your legs apart, and your hands are like this on your lap. And you don't cross your legs at your knee, you cross it at your ankle. So those things, they stay with you, and you just do it. And that was one of these are the things they taught us. So it was worth it as an adult. You didn't like it as a child. What do you do for fun? Everything I do for fun. Every single solitary thing I do it for fun. If there is no fun, Tessa-Marie Shillingford is not doing it. If I'm not pleased, I'm not happy, Tessa-Marie Shillingford is not going there. I'm retired. I had to do things when I had to work. I had to do things for the children. I had to do things for the unit of a family. So I did that. So once I retired, I choose to do what I want. So everything I do, if there's no fun in it, there's no joy in it, there's no laughter in it, Tessa-Marie Shillingford is not here. I have very few inhibitions of doing what I want. So I'll do it if I like it. If I don't like it, you'll know. Apparently, my friend told me last year or year before, I shouldn't play poker. She says, because if you don't like it, I can see it on your face. So, note to self, I cannot fix it. Let's see what else you have there. No bucket list. I do 20 push-ups in the morning, no more than that. So I do 20 push-ups, no more than that. Okay. And then, so that's it. But hold on. Do you cook? And what is your favorite dish? Of course I cook. I cook almost every day. And what is my favorite dish to cook? Everything. I cook I make egg rolls. I make grape leaves. I wrap the meat and rice in the grape leaves. I know how to do that. Things that I am not accustomed to, I will try. And then I get to make it. I make a mean fried rice. I make an extremely amazing baked macaroni and cheese. I must use about 10 different cheeses in there, but it's divine. And a touch of gin. So it brings out the flavor of the cheeses. I bake bread. I love baking bread. It's natural for me. I can make cakes, but I don't because everybody else does, and I don't have to bother. I'll still get some. I know how to make rum punch, so I make a really nice rum punch. I do it. It's there, and I plan my kitchen to suit me. It took me 30 months to design my kitchen. So I'm just, it's all about me. I don't know how to say it. It seems selfish, but it's not. Because that's where I spend a lot of time, as you can see. So it took a long time. I thought I would drive the designer mental, but he was okay. He came out of it okay. Um, is there something you wanted to try and have not done? No. As I said, more traveling, maybe more experiences. Um, I've tried jumping and all these things, gliding, and I did the insanity ride in Vegas last year. Actually in February before COVID. Um, no, I haven't done anything. I thought all of it I did. I wanted to, I do it. Um, do you have a favorite author? I read a lot. I'm an insatiable reader. I love reading. I read a lot. I like fantasies. I like reading fantasies. Fantasies take you to a place that the person designed in their head. So it's fascinating to see what the human brain can come up with. So I like David Eddings. His fantasies, I love them. And I like Velvet Plain. Of course, my four favorite authors are Shakespeare, George Bernard Shaw, Robbie Burns, and I like Maya Angelou. I read a lot of romance too, historical romances. I read Philippa Gregory, The Favorite Child. Her books are fascinating. The prints are very tiny, but and they're thick. And this, I'm a reader. I love to read. So I always have 7 or 8 books that I read through on a daily basis. I read from one book every day. So every day I will read from this book, like where I stop, and then I pick up another one. And I read self-help books too, just to learn from them. But my pleasure of reading is to see, like, I like George Bernard Shaw. His way he put his words together. He pushed his words to torment the people of the time and the church and the people that believed, that they were in control. So I like how he flings his word together. Robbie Burns, he was jilted and everything is love, and he takes his word and he kind of make them into a romantic thing. It's just amazing. And of course, the man of words himself, William Shakespeare. So I love that. Yeah, so I have favorite authors, and I do spend a lot of time reading. What do I do for pleasure? Everything. Everybody asks me about that, so I do a lot of things. The same thing for pleasure. My girlfriend joined, and she reads too. Somebody just asked me about that book we read about Coco Chanel. Remember that book we read? I forgot who wrote it, and it was a nice book. Just I think 2 of us read it. Who else? I'm taking cold showers. Thank you. Everybody has to know that, right? So, any more questions? Let me see the question. Have you been in a helicopter? Of course, I was in Vegas. I went on a helicopter ride through the Grand Canyon. I went on a helicopter ride in the Grand Canyon. I went to the Colorado River and had a picnic. And the man let me fly it for a little bit. I was sitting in the front, and then he stopped and he told me to go. You can go over here and what to do. So I did that. Yes, I've been in a helicopter. I went to Vegas and I flew over the Grand Canyon, and I took a boat on the Colorado River. I have pictures of that. I had a lot of fun. And then we had a picnic with champagne. There were 4 men and myself on this trip, but I didn't care. I wanted to go. So let me see what else we have there. No bucket list. My favorite song, you really want to do, no? My absolute favorite song is Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, because I love the lyrics. And I love that he took it from the Bible and made it into a song. I think it's amazing. You do what you have to do with what is in front of you. And I think it was great. And he was Jewish, so it came from the Old Testament, which is what they believe in. So I like it, because how many people will go to a place where they take a book? I like the mystery of things, and he took a book from the Bible and about David and Bathsheba, and he wrote it into the song, and it's a sexual song, but all the churches took it. So actually that song has 82 verses. His original thing was the sexual part of it. And he talked about David, the Bathsheba, Samson, and it was amazing. And then the churches started using it because of the word hallelujah. And I had the funniest laugh with my set of friends that are holier than me. And they were singing it, and every time the chorus come, man, you should see the songbirds. So one day I said to them when we had our ladies group, I said, I want you guys to listen to the lyrics of that song. Because all of you are singing like songbirds at church, and I'm looking at you like, do you know what you're singing? But they were singing hallelujah. So I said, this is your original song. No, it's a holy song. I said, no, this is the man that wrote the song. Look at it. I said, here, those songs start there. The verses that are religious started from there. But the song came from the Bible. So that's my favorite song. I like it because of its history. Okay, bucket list. Okay, that's it for your questions. So let me see. So did you guys enjoy that night of questioning? And hi, Vanessa. And what else you want to know? Hi, Rosita. Did you ask a question? Because you can still ask me some questions. Do you have a favorite author? I told you all about that. And anybody else wants to ask me 101 questions, just knock yourself out. So Tarun, yes, Tarun, ask me a question. I cannot see how to add you on, Tarun, so I don't know how to get you there. It doesn't give me that option anymore. I would have to go out and come back in. Lots of them. Yeah, lots of questions tonight. Thanks, Donato. Thanks, everybody. Corinne, you can still type a question, Tarun. And Rose, you could always send a question too, by the way. I didn't see anything coming from you, or did you send me something? I had all of those here. Did I miss any? So it's Friday night. Did you guys enjoy that? What did you enjoy most about tonight? Tell me. If it was good for you, it wasn't as crazy, I wasn't screaming, I was answering questions. So what did you like most of all tonight? Let me know what you liked, and we can do that another time. Yes, we can. We love Tessa-Marie show. What question do you have for us? Have you been? Yeah, okay. So okay, fine. I'm going to ask Yoko a question. So Yoko, what is the favorite thing you like to serve for dinner? Because you're always cooking. So you can answer, Yoko, you can tell us. And Donato, what do you like doing best? What do you like doing? Your favorite thing to do that you could do every day. What it is you would do every day if you had an option to do that and that alone. And Tarun, what you want to be when you grow up. your green shawl or sweater. That's what you want to be? My green shawl or sweater? I was answering your question, if we had fun. Yes, you had fun. Thank you. I wanted to know if everybody had fun. Yoko, dinner, dumplings. I know. I like those too. Eat pasta and pizza. Well, really. That's a tough one. Hello. Taron, I'm sure you will be some big time trainer. I'm positive that's what's going to happen for you. You're going to have this. So anybody who has another question or want me to ask them. So Yoko likes to do dinner dumplings. What do you put in the dumplings? Is it pork or what is in the dumpling? And my partner tonight. Pizza for me and my partner tonight. That should be nice. I am not eating anymore. I ate already. So I will not be eating until tomorrow. So I'll just maybe have water or tea. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Taron. And I'll send you a note about our live. So we can do that. And you'll be great. So don't worry about it. And Yoko, I will send that thing out tonight. I was out shopping all day, so I didn't get it done. All of it done. So that thing will be sent out to you. I think I have to elicit help from somewhere. So anyway, so yeah, what did Donato say? My favorite is Taron. Pork, napa, cabbage, miso, and miso paste. Yeah, that is nice. That is good. Yoko, when the thing is over, you're going to have to make it for me. I'll come to Niagara Falls just to eat it. I'm still waiting for Rose to say something. Bye, Teron. Who else is there? Vanessa, what did you have to say tonight? How is Kylie doing? So is everybody having fun? Donato, did you have all the fun you wanted to have tonight, or you're looking for some more fun? My secret ingredient for the dumplings. Let's go to Yoko for sushi. Yeah, she makes sushi. You should see when Yoko makes sushi for dinner. And you should see it. She cooks all the time. Friday night isn't it wings or something? Tonight, Yoko? I think she makes wings on Friday night, so we might go and get some of those. So guys, we spend a lot of time with you, and everybody enjoyed themselves. So what's going on? Nothing else. So tonight, I think we had a lot of fun. You guys got to know a little bit more about me. And hi, Taron. Have a great weekend. And happy Friday. I love how you did that, Taron. I love how you spelled Friday. It's great. That's a new way to do it. I'm going to remember that. So those of you, Donna said we need to get together after COVID, Donato. After COVID. So yes, Yoko. So I'll talk to you later. I'll DM you a little bit later. And thank you guys for coming. I think I'm going. And have a big party. Yeah, ha ha ha. It's trendy. Oh, is that what it is? It's like the good thing, right? I figure that. So talk to you guys later. Bye. I think we had a really great night. So thank you, Taron. Thank you, Donato. Thank you, Yoko, Vanessa, Corinne. Who was there? Rosie, the two Rosies, Rose and Rosie, and Belinda and Vanessa, and who else? Who else was there? Let me go see if I can find out everybody that was there. Oh, there was a lot of people. So let's start. We had Donato with his COVID shower. Let me see who came on. So Corinne was there. Corinne said, no, she didn't say anything. She was there. So let's see who is there. Who is there? The Roses were there. Oh my. Yoko and Donato and Roses and Corinne and Sharon and Vanessa. Rose was there. That is nice. Who's that? Everybody came that was there, had a good time. I'm sure you did. So next time I'll serve wine on Friday night. We'll have wine. And Christina was there. And who else was there? So, stingray. That's the thing I held in my hand in Morea. This stingray. Yeah, that was what it was. Ali. Oh, hi, Ali. Ali went back to sleep. Poor Ali. Oh, God. I owe Ali big time for all that time he spends with me when he should be sleeping. And that's it. So everybody was there. Thank you guys for coming. I'll send a note to say thank you because it's so important to have all your friends come and visit you on a Friday night and you're not even serving them any wine or pizza or sushi or anything like that. Too bad. Next time when we do this, we are going to have a party. And we'll serve wine and sushi and sake. So guys, thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend. And Yoko, I'll see you on Sunday, but we will be talking because we have a meeting tomorrow, our dress rehearsal for tomorrow. And those of you who are still there, we are doing legs and feet because they're so important to take care of them. They carry us everywhere and we have to take them. I am really passionate about feet stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm passionate about anything to do with the body. So, and I love the questions, great questions. Thanks, Donato. They were wonderful questions. I wish I could keep them. Funniest moment. Oh, they were so nice. Don had some nice one. Did you get your green duster? Great questions. Thank you guys and have a wonderful evening, everybody. Take care.